Figure out who to screen to get someone open. Bio for the Heat. Pocket three. Fadeaway. Warriors had a day off, but had lost that pick and roll. And TJD. Here throwing it back. Bam, another 17 with 8 minutes left. Hawkins, Wiggins attacking. Quickest set. That's the thing. The Heat, the last 3 games. Steph open wing three. Porter. And Wiggins is catch and shoot. And without Jimmy Butler, he knows he has load. And he shot more threes and then see Hero. Didn't play last night, but right now 5-on-4. Rozier wanted contact there, didn't get it. Getting to that mid-range. And TJD with a gear and out of Bio, little 2-man game. That's weak for the Warriors. Be a lot of snuff. Draymond an open three. Little Hawkins got on the other side of Draymond. And Pajemski got hit in the face.
The crowd out of it. Steph trying to. Hawkins steps in. Draymond setting up Steph again. Push ahead. And Wiggins.
Culture.
Nikola Jovic. Draymond couldn't finish that. Another Hero, unlimited range. And he Lomo, pump fake. Just ran the floor.
It's not easy to deal with.
But he healed an open three up. Hawkins driving a game live, and that's how you dice up and jump into a shot blocker.
That's it. Hawkins different, and he's got a little bit, but he's mentally tough. Now, a little full court press back,
but that's what they play. And Booty's the Heat give it away. Do what they want. Al Anderson.
Personality. And the Heat.
Hawkins doing it as the Warrior offense. Come on,
listen. Defense up, no fast break, 2 fast break. And there before Olympics, Serbian lost to the.
Got to make something out of nothing. High on 1. Buddy on Robinson. Steal the ball from the best player.
He's amazing.
Robinson, that's what he does. Shoots threes.
Onto him, you just a tad bit.
Sidestep three. Schroeder open three. That's
actually in a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they play pocket 1, hand grenade to Schroeder. Oh, they got blown out at home by Utah. Moses Moody. Yeah.
Call the opens, man. You get a team that's desperate. They come 2-3, and then in the 1-3-1, it's a totally different.
Getting it back and open three.
Got the zone even more than with the Kings.
Draymond, little runner, but he's got it going offensively. Lindy Waters. Step. Jovic deep three. He's early off. Getting a lump of coal stocking right there. Steph Curry. 5 of 17 on threes. Like mathematically, that isn't making a Bio on the nice roll. And
5 spots.
Rebound. Wiggins a good look. Duncan Robinson, you know where he will be. The bane of everyone's existence, and might use all of his timeouts. Alec Burks, Burks out of the corner. Buddy Hield, nice offensive rebound. Schroeder rewards the big man.
Right now.
Fight for that rebound and put it back up and in. When you get down, you think you're. Nice move on Kyle Anderson, and he
inch a little closer here. Once
Heat have had their way. Nice stud. Lindy Waters middle. Trace running. And
distance.
It's bad. Slow-mo three. Well, Kyle Anderson was a 40%. Out of Bio will step into a three.
Anderson.
TJD. Neps. Hero. Kyle Anderson. Buddy Hield three. Buddy to beat the buzzer. 10. And Hawkins 26. Jovic will tee up a three. Curry. Then the one guy make it three. And Hawkins
miss, and you don't get the rebound.
And Trace put the Hawkins, and he's open. Steph. Half. And then
kind of showing up this game as well.
Steph and Terry Rozier. And you've got a Hero. Wiggins attacking and tipping. Last miss to open the second half. Able to get Rozier down. There you go. Highsmith and open. Raymond talking about taking it in.
He missed.
Highsmith made 1-3. In on Hero, who gave ground and then
pulled the chair out.
Tyler he lost to Indiana, lost that double overtime. It's just that the Warriors have been so. Rozier will stop and go. Oh. Raymond attacking to Rozier. His three. Warriors shooting.
Off me.
Shot clock at 3. Back out to Steph. Ball move with the WNBA. Teamwork on both sides. Bio holding on Draymond. Rozier with a tough S. Launched the wing jump ball to Andrew Wiggins.
Let ISO though.
Speaking of Hero for three. The Heat blew a 14-point lead with set. Wiggins three. There you go. King. Where's Steph just turned. Just got it across. Jovic driving. Jovic 9 off the bench. And then Ware is fouled. A couple free throws coming your way. Amazing. For the 15th pick. Steph. Hero. Trace down the lane. He is fouled.
5 and a slap on the butt from his teammates.
Jovic lob it. Moody from deep. Ware banging bumping.
That's 1 minute
45.
So I'm going to say that's not a foul.
And Brian, by the way, was loose is fine, but just but he healed.
At any point.
Marquez, nice drive. Trace. I was ever. Hero. We need a dunk on. Who played after I graduated? Moody catch and shoot three. Shot clock at 3. Hero from deep. But you
know the Heat as Burks misses it.
On Jovic, he was running back. Here. It was Kyle Anderson. But Kyle Anderson, look what I found. 15 down to within 4. But he found it. Jovic has to hoist. Splits both defenders. Curry to the step back 3.
Steph Curry on one.
Into the 1-point game. And we got Jovic incredibly well coached. And they have a Jovic instant replay.
Playing from in front like you were talking about.
Warriors are a deep team. Alec Burks. Open. Kyle Anderson just setting up Draymond for.
Put in the middle, which is what you want to do almost.
Jovic.
Little things. Box it out.
Just repelled it and kind of thrust. Alec Burks. Knocked it away from Draymond and Lindy Waters and rimmed it up. Ken Robinson. You know what he does. You know what that could do. Wiggins 3. Adebayo.
In a little closer, get movement.
Lindy Waters. Again. Adebayo. Lost in double overtime to set. So Burks, 3 free throws. Kurt
been able to show this looking for.
Like, you got to defend your home court at some
game. You need a Kuminga is downhill to find it consistently offense.
Astray. Jovic has been the one
knocked down some threes.
Anderson won 8 run by Miami. Make
deal with if you haven't seen a ton of it.
Shooting and the Warriors overall shooting it.
Having to go from half court to half court.
And you take for granted what Pachaf up and down the roster does against Miami.
I just think the
24-second violation they did not get.
Even Denver, #1 when it comes, you know what to do against it. You can do
5 free throws the whole game. 12 free throws by himself every game.
Looking for opportunities to drive.
There are good threes and then just very
necessarily like amazing 3-point shooting.
It's a win for Miami. And true. They want to take this
opportunities to get some offensive rebound.
Win any games on the road.
Yeah.
See Moody there. That's
what I've said it before. It can't just
to sack a double overtime. But Warrior defense for the season has been 114 to 98. And the Heat moved to 18-7.
Bench score is not in the game, and that's kind of showing up this game as well.
Steph, Haywood Highsmith, Tyler Hero, and Terry Rozier. And you've got a Steph, shot clock at 5. Hero, Steph, nobody is having a night. Wiggins attacking and tipping 50% until that last miss to open the second half. Bam Adebayo able to get Rozier down. The Warriors. There you go. Yeah, Trace with double figures now. Highsmith and open deep.
Well, they're just playing really well.
Raymond talking about taking it in.
On the rim, see if someone can get an offensive rebound if you miss.
Highsmith made 1 3. And Steph coming up with a steal. In on Hero, who gave ground, and then
that's like the fast break version and pull the chair out.
Tyler Hero got blown out at home by Utah, lost to Indiana, lost that double overtime. 10 points is nothing in an NBA game. It's just that the Warriors have been so. Terry Rozier will stop and go. 9. Raymond attacking. Nice skip pass to Hero. Better touch pass to Rozier. And his 3 It's just been very poor Warriors shooting.
Bio's kind of sagging off me.
Rozier, good hustle by Wiggins. Shot clock at 3. Nate basket. Wiggins back out to Steph. Life out of you on both ends. Ball move. Ball's going crazy in college and now pro with the WNBA. Teamwork. The United States both winning gold on both sides.
Come on inside.
Bam Adebayo holding on Draymond. Down to 3. Rozier with a tough. Begins on Jaquez. Launch the wing jump.
I'm okay with them getting the ball to Andrew Wiggins, letting him go ISO though.
Free throws the whole game. Speaking of Hero for 3. The Heat blew a 14-point lead with 7.
Nothing different.
Wiggins 3. There you go. Jaquez attacking. Where's Steph just turns. Nearly the 8-second violation. Just got it across. Jovic driving.
And then that was just power.
And Nikola Jovic 9 off the bench from about 6 feet. And then Ware is fouled. Khalil Ware doing the same, and a couple free throws coming your way.
He saved his drink. Amazing.
For the 15th pick for either team. And Steph. Hero. A couple times there. Come up with a stop. Trace down the lane. He is fouled.
No stat for that except maybe like a high five and a slap on the butt from his teammates.
Jovic lob and Buster 7 of 13 on threes. Moody from deep. Ware banging bumping. Buddy for 3.
That's 1 minute to rim.
And Buddy's 9 for his last 45.
I think the NBA is trying to do away with that. So I'm going to say that's not a foul. Schroeder's jumping by him, trying to.
And Brian, by the way, was he's a great official, as was his dad. Moose is fine, but just he's Buddy healed.
To the 4th quarter, can you press the hill at any point?
Jaquez, nice drive. And as Ware had him. Trace. I was there for 19.
You can do that, man.
Hero. Buki went back to Kentucky. Who do I need to dunk on? Who played after I graduated? Shot clock at 3. Moody catch and shoot 3. Bruder went for the pickpocket. Shot clock at 3. Hero from deep. And nearly banked it home. But you were
They're focused. They've stayed with it. And you know the Heat, as Burks misses it.
Ends the 4th. Step back on Jovic. He was running back. Bio with Duncan Robinson and Rozier. Steph and Lindy Waters, Trace Jackson Davis, Kyle Anderson. And Lindy Waters a good look at 3. But Kyle Anderson, look what I found.
Sneak in there and get a few.
15 down to within 4. Jovic going to call his own number. But he found him. Shot clock down to 2. Jovic has to hoist. Steph driving on the 6'10". Jovic splits both defenders. Curry to the Buddy driving. Steph back 3.
Hilarious. And Steph Curry on one.
So that's why Steph made it a 1-point game. It's in any space out of Bio. We got Jovic on the Heat are an incredibly proud team. They're incredibly well coached. And they have this for tonight too. Jovic, instant replay.
Well, that's the thing about playing from in front like you were talking about.
Hasn't been there. Warriors are a deep team
At the top of that zone.
Alec Burks. Open. Kyle Anderson just setting up Draymond for zone. It's worked.
Well, they seem to just throw it in the middle, which is what you want to do. Almost.
Robinson attacking and Jovic.
You almost need to play perfectly. All the little things. Box it out.
Sometimes that could be enough to just repel the kind of thrust in the game over 7 minutes. Alec Burks got Bam out of the lane. Knocked it away from Draymond. Gets it into Draymond, finding Lindy Waters and ringed it up. Robinson. Robinson 4 on 3s. You know what he does. You know what that guy's subbing out now. It takes away the basket. Wiggins 3. That's been the difference. Adebayo.
And the way they run those, they set them kind of in a little closer, get movement in.
Waters.
Saying.
Down 10 again. Wiggins is stripped. Out by Utah, 136-100. Lost in double overtime to set.
Robinson.
So Burks, 3 free throws.
You know, they feel like they're better than they've been able to show this
9-game stretch.
it's not what you're looking for.
39-2 at home. Like, you got to defend your home court
Against the zone, and this is the kind of game you need at Kuminga is downhill. Like you just haven't been able to find it consistently offensively.
And that chance has gone astray. Jovic has been the one bucket.
It'll be perfect from here on out. Knock down some threes.
Anderson cut it to 1, and then a 21-8 run by Miami. Making
That zone is rough to deal with if you haven't seen a ton of it.
8. It's then the three-point shooting and the Warriors' overall shooting.
They slow it down. You're just having to go from half court to half court.
Productivity given the injuries. And you take for granted what tosses, and they're not good enough up and down the roster to Sacramento, and just as bad against Miami.
I just think they've produced some of that.
24-second violation. They did not get
what they do. Free throw line. You know, even Denver, #1 when it comes. When you see a zone, you know what to do against it. You can
have a game where they've shot 5 free throws the whole game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shoots 12 free throws by himself every game.
Having a driving mentality, just looking for opportunities to drive.
There's a volume of threes, but there are good threes, and then just very
teams in the West are not necessarily like amazing three-point shooting.
Bunch of other heat, but this is an impressive win for Miami. And Warriors want to do on this next road trip. They want to take this.
Missing a ton of threes. There's going to be opportunities to get some offensive rebound.
40%. You're not going to win any games on the road.
Yeah. The ball off the floor, get some fast break points.
See Moody there. That's
what I've said it before. It can't just they can go to.
So, they lost 123-118 to Sac in double overtime, but Warrior defense for the season is demoralizing. And they lose at 114-98. The Warriors drop to 500, and the Heat move to 18-7. 5 is coming up right now.